Thank you, everybody. I'd just like to clear up one thing. I don't have sex with cars. I think it's quite exhausting. Right, I'm going to talk about 22 people in a hotel in Bristol for weeks and weeks on end. Now, it's not a gangbang. It is, of course, Deal or No Deal. We're all familiar with this great programme? Yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of working people here, but it's actually on in the day. It's for people who can't be asked to go to work, never been to work, or possibly the S word, students. I'll still go on. Now, the whole idea is that you do this 3-month apprenticeship in the hotel. Everything's free. There's free drugs, free drink, free sex. It's quite a promiscuous lot. And once you've done your 3 months, you will actually progress to the golden throne. You know, the chair that Noel hangs around, you know, a bit like the shopkeeper at Mr. Ben. You know, all of a sudden he'll appear out of fucking nowhere. And Mr. Ben is, for some of the younger people, is a cult children's cartoon on in the 70s and the 80s. So, you'll sit on the chair, and in front of you you'll have this lovely box that you've spent weeks and weeks and weeks mentally masturbating over because you want to get on that chair, touch the box. Now, to me, getting on this chair and touching the box is like getting a crock of gold. It's that crock of gold you've been dreaming about, how much is going to be in it. Now, there's a penny in this crock of gold. It's not really a crock of gold, is it? It's a crock of shit. You know, you're going to have absolute tears, and there's going to be a lot of drama, a lot of people, you know, putting their arm around you to get the penny. So, I sit on the chair. This is my game, by the way. It's going to be completely different to any other game of Deal or No Deal that you've ever seen. Noel appears. JP, welcome to the game. You've been a great contestant, blah, blah, blah. Have you got a system? No, I actually do have a system, but I'll be honest with you. You've had 1/4 millionaire since the program's been on. I don't think these systems actually work, do they? It's nonsense, you know. Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci aren't in the audience with baseball bats and nipple clamps. They're going to beat you up in case you take the banker to the cleaners. There's no system. But to enter into television, I have devised a system, Noel. I've actually given it a name. That's how interested I am in the game, Noel. The name of the system, and you're going to like this, 1 to 22 as soon as possible. Now, there's 1 or 2 of you here, well, there's 1 actually at the back who's a little bit ahead of us. Don't say anything because we've all come out on a cold Sunday night to Piccadilly. My system, Noel, is going to be completely different. It's going to upset you. It's going to upset Endemol, and it's specifically going to upset all those old grannies in the crowd. You know, the ones that get behind you that, you know, when you lose 250,000, you know, there's going to be all the mind games played. No, there'll be none of that, Noel, because I'm going to remove every drop of fun, every element from this programme is going to be removed by me, because I'm going to open the boxes from 1 to 22. So we'll crack on, Noel. 1 to 5, chop chop, and then we're going to get the banker. You know, the guy that we never see, a bit like the adjudicator. You know, the 2 most important people in this game. We never get to see them. Yeah. Do they exist? Are there voices in Noel's head? Yeah. Should he be sectioned? Anyway, I'll play along with it. Noel, open number 5. I'm going to hear the derisory offer from the banker. You know, I've got the power 5 there. Play the blinder because of the system. You know, the system does work. 5, power 5 is still there. Sorry, and. The banker's going to ring up and he's going to give me a derisory offer because it's all part of the game. They're all part of the mind games. You're going to get inside my head. Now I'm thinking, power 5, you've got to be looking at 8 grand. Because I've watched this programme, I've studied it, I've got the system. 8 grand. There's a credit crunch on. Stingy bollocks upstairs hasn't had his cock tucked for about 27 years. He's going to give me 3 grand. Now that is a derisory offer, surely. 3 grand with the power 5 there. Don't say anything to the banker, you don't upset him, don't rile him, get into his game, you know, say nothing. But, you know, keep that in your head, because he's a bit like the policeman. You know, he knocks on your window and you've been speeding. Excuse me, sir, anything you say will be taken down in evidence and used against you later on in the round. So, I'll say nothing to the banker. Thank you for the kind offer, Noel. We're going to crack on, and we're now going to open boxes 6, 7 and 8. We're going to get the derisory offer number 2. So you're going to try and play more mind games. Having none of that, no, we're going to crack on all the way to the end, and we're going to have 2 boxes left, 21 and 22. Like I said earlier, this was normally a 40-minute game. I've reduced it to 5 minutes, ad break either side, 10 minutes. No one, you know, this format's not going anywhere. Endemol are not going to be selling this all over the world. You know, JP's game, no, it's finished. So, Noel will appear and earn his 30 grand, which is what he gets for doing this show, by the way, for some of you don't know. 30 grand a show is not bad money. He's going to appear and he's going to say something like, JP, there's 2 boxes, there's one's got a penny, one's got 10 grand. I know that, Noel. I can work out, you know, from the board that there's 2 left, and I can work out a penny is a lot lower than 10 grand. Bless you, Noel. So, He will then give me one of his patronising catchphrases along the lines of, JP, you know which number we don't want to see? We'll just cover that now. So we crack on and open the box. Now, if there's a penny in the box, it looks like a bad day. You know, I've had to put up with these wankers in this hotel for months who I can't really stand the sight of. I'm absolutely sick to death of these people after 3 months. Right, now, if there is a penny in there, I'm not going to need counselling. You know, you're not going to have to put your arm around me. I'm not going to be in therapy for the rest of my life because there's a penny in it. The good news is, between the two of us, and I think the 367 people actually watch this programme, me and the gorgeous Emma, you know the girl on the end of the West Wing, you know, with the low-cut top and the lovely boobs that the cameraman accidentally seems to zoom in on at the end of the round, you know, the music goes down. Well, me and her have got on rather well. Rather well. And if there's 10 grand in the box now, me and the gorgeous Emma are going off to Mauritius on your money, and I'm going to open her box. Lot more fun, I think you'd agree, everybody. But of course, that's not the way it's got to go. We have to have the single mother from Liverpool, you know. She hasn't seen her sister in Perth. That's Australia, not Scotland. No comedy mileage there. She hasn't seen her since the age of 5, since they split up, you know. She has to come on and win 10 or 20 grand to go and see this lovely sister. Now, to me, there are technology things in the 21st century that would enable you to see this sister. One is a webcam, and one is Skype. Now, between the two, you can actually see and talk to your sister, and not come on Deal or No Deal for waiting for months and months and months, crying, praying, lighting candles to make sure that you open the box. Right, I've had the minute, I've had the finger. It wasn't the middle finger, by the way. I've been JP Hayes. I hope you've enjoyed some of this stuff. I hope to see you all very, very soon. Thank you.
Hey! JP Hayes, fantastic stuff.